Hey, I think we should start a podcast.
You're a podcast! What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of You're a Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm one of your hosts, Austin Kassler, and this is my lovely wife.
Hi, I'm Faith.
And she is lovely. Also has confiscated all of my clicky pens, so we don't have to go through that again.
It's an ongoing problem, really.
It is.
Just in regular life.
I
do. Fidgets.
I can't help it. I clicky. I'm honestly nervous. I have this glass bottle of coffee with a push.
Little clicky, pop-toppy things. Oh, that's nice. Sounds fun. ASMR for the crowd.
Yeah. So I'm actually just gonna throw that lid away so it's not a temptation. Yeah, now the dog's gonna have coffee in a coffee lid and gonna be crazy.
She's gonna get hyper and poop.
I mean, that's what coffee does to me.
That's what it does to everyone, from what I understand. I don't know. So, how was your week?
Is good. I got a haircut. I'm looking fancy.
Fresh and clean.
Got it cleaned up, but
Handsome guy.
But now my head is cold as fuck. It's so cold.
That's a dangerous part about getting your hair cut. I also feel the same way when you shave your beard. You're always like...
You feel like I get cold?
Yeah.
Or do
like
you
your
get
face
cold
must
when
be
I
cold.
shave my beard?
I probably get a little cold too.
No.
Not having your beard on me.
That's true. No, it does. That's why I shave it in like late spring.
If you shave it.
If I shave it. I didn't this last spring, but I did shave it for when we were going to get married.
Yeah, just to see if we liked it better with or without in your suit.
Yeah, which we decided I look better with a trim beard.
Yes, not to the homeless man beard.
No, and I do grow the homeless man beard quite often.
Yes, because you just let it go wild.
Well, it only takes me like a month and a half to grow a beard. Like a full beard. Not like a, I kind of got
scruffy.
a little beard. Yeah.
No, like a full wonkadoodle's beard.
Yeah, like a man. Did Tonks like spit on her head? What is happening?
I don't know. Oh, it's a fuzz.
Oh.
It was from her toy.
Her dog just walked by and she's got this like white...
It's our dog.
Whatever, our dog. She's mostly your dog, to be honest. Because she loves you more.
Yes, but she listens to you better.
Yeah, because I'm a meaner.
That's why she loves me more.
But she has like a white thing on her head, and from this distance, it looked like maybe she just
slobbered real good.
Slobbered on her head.
No. But yeah, besides your haircut, anything exciting? Work was exciting.
My brain's colder.
That's why you're wearing a hood while we podcast.
Yeah, I'm wearing a hood while we podcast, which is the real bummer because I like the haircut a lot.
Looks good.
Yeah. Shout out to Tim's Trims in Eugene.
Tim's Trims.
Hell yeah, doing it good. But I gotta keep my brain warm for this.
Feel you.
But no, it's pretty much the most eventful thing I've done this week.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, I got on that Red Dead Redemption 2 bandwagon.
Finally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm literally late to the game.
Yes.
On that one.
The literal game.
Yeah. The literal game.
It doesn't matter. If it's fun, it's fun. Like, we didn't start playing Far Cry until, like, forever. It was very long into the Far Cry world.
Yeah. Far Cry 3.
Awesome. Best one.
Yeah. Best game.
Followed by the 5th one. I don't even know shit about the 4th one. Did we even get it?
Yeah, the 4th one was the one that was, like, in the mountains.
Oh, yeah, that one was really fun, too.
Or was it, like, India or, like,
Sri
Tibet?
Lanka. Shangri-La? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was pretty good.
It was third best from the ones we played.
Yeah. I did download Far Cry 2, the second one.
You don't like it?
I mean, it's just like a really old game, and they had figured out so much other stuff for the third one.
If we had played since the beginning, we'd probably be like, whoa, these ones are so cool. But since we played, reverse style.
It's so weird. In old games, if you go back and play them now, like the muzzle flash is huge. You can't see past it. And you're like, is this for real? I can't play this game because I can't see anybody I'm shooting. Yeah, as soon as I was done answering your question about my week, I was. How's your week? It was okay. All right.
Rude. It was okay. It was fine.
Yeah.
I was working. I started a new job, so I did some training stuff. Being an office assistant now in customer service. It's pretty cool.
You like training.
I love training. It's the best part of any job. Mm-hmm. It's weird because like I have anxiety about like new things and everything's, but I don't mind not knowing what I'm doing at a job. I like the learning part.
It's your favorite. If you could just go from job to job doing the training process, that'd be your favorite.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But this job seems like I'll like it. It's a lot of data entry and connecting people to the right people. It's like a fancy receptionist.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to be doing that. So that's cool. I started technically last week, but it was a short week because of the holidays. So that was kind of nice. First week was only 3 days.
Well, it wasn't even like actually working or training. It was like orientation.
Orientations and orientations and orientations.
And that
tours.
Yeah, the first day of work/school where they're all like, okay, let's go around and say each other's names and what hobbies do you have?
Yeah. That's how jobs always are. There's no real training the first day.
Yeah, what's your favorite quote or musical lyric? Dude, at my last job when I got hired, they did that. What's your favorite musical lyric? And I did. Everyone else had like these like pop or like rap song lyrics, and it was like,
do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Yeah. Shit like that. And mine was a White Stripes one. It said, I'm not saying that I'm innocent. In fact, the reverse. But if you're heading to the grave, you don't blame the hearse. And everyone got real sad about it. And I was like, it's a good line.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if I have a favorite song lyric.
It was just kind of the first one that popped in my head. I was listening to a lot of White Stripes at the time.
Apparently that's the most listened band I've had this year, according to Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's doing that whole Spotify. This is what I listen to the most.
I saw
one of our friends. Did you see the post about it? And it was like nobody cares, you fucking poser, and it was just like the most listened to bands, and it's kind of true. Like,
I don't.
It's fun for you, but like I don't care who
I think
you
it's
listen to the most.
cool. Like I saw a couple of other like big podcasts posting because people had like shown like that this was their most listened to podcast or whatever, like listened to it for like 12 million minutes or something.
Yeah.
So it's like that's cool for like that person, but like only if you tag the person, if it's just for like your own sake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's like, I can't believe how much of this I listened to.
Yeah. I'm so cool. It was funny, like looking at my like top bands. It was like the White Stripes, the Foo Fighters, Ed Sheeran, and then like rock bands again. And I'm like, well,
Ed Sheeran just kind of snuck his way in there.
Yeah, honestly, probably because of our wedding. Not that I don't like his music, I do listen to it a lot, but we listened to Perfect insane amounts of time this year.
Well, because we did our dance moves to it.
Yeah. We did. And Mom sent me a video from her phone that's like actually of us dancing and not all crazy pants.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did she like just send it to you?
Yeah.
It was a little late.
She mentioned it that she had taken it, and I just like never thought to ask anything about it. And then I was working, and I was like, "Hey, can I get that video?" And she's like, "Oh yeah." Just a smidge late.
Oh, I totally forgot when you asked about my week. I got a new car.
Didn't we mention that last time?
Did we?
Yeah. Well, he still has it, guys.
I'm still excited about it.
It is exciting. I think we did. I don't know. Maybe you didn't. He got a Subaru.
Yeah.
It's a Forester. It's fancy. End of story.
It is. It's fancy. Faith posted about it, saying that I'm full Oregonian.
Yeah.
And
I think that's when we talked about it. It was very brief.
But update, Faith says I'm full Oregonian, and all my friends say I'm finally a lesbian. I was wearing the flannel. I got the Subaru, but I don't care.
Is that something lesbians do?
It's like a stereotypical, like, the lesbian vehicle, which, I mean, the lesbians are doing it right if that's
Never
the
thought
case.
about that.
They got
good taste.
Good taste in vehicles.
And girls.
And girls, yeah.
Girls are better. No, that's not true. If you're gay, boys are better.
I mean, it's all preference.
Or open or whatever. so many different gender things. Mm-hmm. But everybody can love who they want. Love is awesome. And painful.
Yeah, but no, it depends on what you're talking about. Boys or girls are better at stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's how our weeks were, guys. Not a whole lot.
Not a ton, but still good. We did all that Thanksgiving stuff last week. We definitely talked about that already.
Oh yeah.
Faith has started following this guy who
I'll say I'm like a stalker on Instagram, guys, not in real life.
If you started following him around in real life, that would be crazy, because this guy hangs out with lions and hyenas all the time.
He's in South Africa. His name's Dean Schneider or something like that. He's on Instagram, and he has like a lion sanctuary, and Austin saw a video when because he does the Discover page. I don't, because I don't like to scroll endlessly. And I'm obsessed with him. He's my new obsession. I just like watching lions and hyenas and monkeys and learning stuff.
Well, he plays with the lions.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because they're
part of their pride.
Their paws are as big as his head.
He's part of their pride. He's their friend. It's cute.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it's super cool. I don't know. I just... Whenever I see those videos, he just posted a video where he was playing with his lion, who's gonna be the head of his pride. He was playing hide and seek, and the lion swapped him and got him on the face, and he got a scratch next to his eye, and he took that time to notify people hey, by the way, lions aren't pets. These aren't my pets. They're wild animals. I'm just part of their pride, so they don't attack me all the time.
Yeah, and let's be clear. It wasn't a scrape. He was bleeding out of his head. It was
little when he cleaned it. It just looked really big because it was bleeding into his eyeball.
Yeah, it was a scrape as compared to what could have happened.
Oh yeah, for sure. He could have died.
Yeah. But then he hangs out with the hyenas all the time, and they love on him.
They're cute.
It's so weird.
That's where I learned that lady hyenas have penises too.
Wait, lady hyenas got dicks?
Yes. They both got dicks.
What? All right, so are all hyenas boys, or
No.
just the girl hyenas have both?
So the who's inside your dick. It's like a camouflage.
So they got a retractable pussy?
I guess. But it's their dicks connect.
Oh, they dock up?
Yes.
And that's how they make babies?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty much. I guess it's hard to tell them apart, because they both have dicks.
Yeah.
They look the same.
Well, that's how you tell the difference most of the time. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see it.
It was in his video. I'll have to find it for you. He recorded this lion's peener.
Lion
Not the sex.
hyena?
The hyena. Not the sex part, just the actual peener.
No, I want to see the sex part.
No sex part.
I want to
just
see
the
how
peener.
this works.
Well, I'm
I want
sure
to see
you
some
could. He
hyena
explains
porn.
it. I'm sure you can find it on the internet. Everything's on the internet.
Yeah, but I've just never searched for hyena porn before. This is going to be
Probably
great.
dangerous. Gonna get some weird flags.
Don't care. Worth it. Worth it.
I just inhaled. I spit.
Oh no, you're drowning? Don't drown.
Sorry, guys.
Faith's having technical difficulties with her body.
I am. Who do you think would win in a fight, a lion or a tiger?
Very man question to ask. I like it.
This is how I recover from my drowning.
Yeah. Well, it gives... It's really just passing it to me to give me a second to think about this. Well, they're kind of... We did recently learn that lions are much smaller than I had previously thought.
Yeah, Austin was over here thinking lions was 500 pounds.
Yeah, I thought they were huge.
They're big.
Not so much. They're 250.
Lady lions is 280 and boy lions is 420.
Yeah.
Because they're stoners.
But...
And apparently tigers are similar in weight. So it's just a matter of what you think. What does your heart say?
I think tigers. I do because lions, when they fight, they they come in like hard and fast.
Sure.
But then
tigers is like stealthier or something.
Up. No, I think tigers are scrappier.
I feel you.
I think they have like
It comes from that life living alone.
Well, because tigers are small, but they're like the same weight. They just have a much higher like muscle density.
Mm-hmm. And they're climbing.
Well, they're always climbing and stuff. I mean, lions climb too, but
not a lot to climb in the savannah. You ever wonder why they call it like he's the king of the jungle? What is a jungle? You know, when has a lion ever been in the jungle?
I mean,
besides the Lion King when he meets Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's just like weird. That's like some kind of freak thing.
I think there are lions in
the jungle,
parts of the jungle and stuff.
I just feel like most of the time when you see them in like documentaries and like cartoons,
they're always in the
everything,
savannah.
they're always in a savannah. Mm-hmm. And it's just confusing to call them the king of the jungle.
That's interesting.
Tigers would be the king of the jungle, I would think. Or jaguars.
Dude, jaguars are for sure king of the jungle. Those.
Maybe it's like a forest. What's the difference?
I don't know.
I don't either. Could look it up.
Nah, we'll just make uneducated guesses.
Cool. We will not fact check ourselves.
Yeah, we're Americans. We don't fact check ourselves.
For honest, cereal.
Americans. Anything that comes out of my mouth is true. 100%. That's what we're going with.
And we'll tweet about it to prove it.
Yeah.
But honestly, what's like, so you think tiger would win? I'm on the fence. I don't know. Because like tigers are lonely. Usually they don't have like a pride. So like lions have more practice fighting, but I guess they're fighting lions. So like it's like a different fighting style. It's like MMA versus boxing or something, you know?
Yeah.
That's like a sports reference. Oh.
I don't know.
Like they're both fighting, but it's different.
No, it's totally different. But also, like, they've tried the whole boxing versus MMA thing, and the MMA guy always wins. But that's what MMA like.
Not if they're fighting boxing. We all saw that fight.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not if they're fighting boxing rules, but in just a street fight.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. But
so if the tiger's MMA, then there goes your.
I think so.
Do you think like a liger could happen at IRL, like in nature? Obviously, it's happened IRL. No. They've done it like in zoos and shit. But do you think like if for some reason a tiger and a lion were to meet up, they'd be like,
no. First of all, they probably wouldn't like each other. They'd fight each other. Is the most likely thing that would happen. They would definitely not like bump uglies.
Do you think like two different kinds of bears, so like they're both bears but they're different kinds, like if like a grizzly bear and a polar bear met up and they became friends because like they were like babies together or something? I've seen it happen, you know. We've all seen the videos of the lion, the tiger, and the bear that were friends.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And you think if they met they could have a baby because they're both bears?
I don't know. I'm not
not a zoologist.
No, I'm not an expert in interspecies fucking.
I bet that would be the cutest baby in the entire world.
You think?
A polar bear and a grizzly bear.
What color would it be?
Fucking adorable.
Would it be like a calico?
Like a calico bear? Oh my god. I would die.
I think that would take a grizzly bear, a black bear, and a polar bear.
Oh yeah, that would definitely make it more
take
calico.
A couple
generations
kind of,
orgy.
Of breeding.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because like dogs breed with each other and they're technically different species of dog.
Like dogs do it. Why can't other things do it?
Well,
I'm changing your mind here.
In dogs' defense, humans made them do it.
Yeah, but still, they did it sometimes naturally. You know, like dogs go around fucking other dogs in the dog park all the goddamn time.
Well, now they do it now.
Yeah.
But when they were like drastically different breeds at first, they probably didn't do that naturally. Like a wolf and a coyote wouldn't fuck each other.
How do you know that? I bet they have.
You think?
I bet they have.
I don't know.
I'm gonna Google it.
I'm
gonna fact check it.
I just think they wouldn't like each other in the wild.
But
you know?
Why not?
Because animals don't like each other most of the time. They see something that's not them and they...
Oh, can coyotes and wolves, didn't even type anything. Breed, top one. Let's see. Wolves, coyotes, and domestic dogs are closely related species. All three can interbreed and produce viable, fertile offspring. Wolf dogs, coyote wolves, and kai dogs all have happened.
Whoa.
What now?
I wasn't saying it couldn't happen.
Crushing my dreams.
I'm saying in the wild, it probably wouldn't happen.
Yeah, but like, let's say you have like a really big dog, and this is in like a place that has coyotes, like in Southern California, and your dog just like happens to make friends with a coyote. They could definitely fuck.
My grandma's dog made friends with coyotes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they could have had babies.
He ran away, and they didn't know where he was.
The wild.
Well, they didn't know where he was, and they were looking for him, and then like a week later, they found him hanging out with the coyotes.
Yep.
And he was just like, hey,
these are my friends.
What's up?
They took care of me.
Dude, my grandma's animals always make friends.
With wild animals.
With the wild animals. She had a cat who would like eat out of the skunks would come to the house. Yeah. And they would all eat out of the cat dish. Like together.
Skunks love cat food.
The cat would eat the food with the skunks and was like friends. The skunks never sprayed her.
That's cool. What two animals would you mix together if you could pick? Like, what would make, like, one, the cutest, and then secondly, like, the fucking baddest, scariest animal? Okay. Two times.
I was going to ask, like, for what purpose are we breeding?
Adorableness.
Okay.
And then scariness. For the spoopies.
Spoopies?
For spoopy.
Okay. Okay, what do you have you put any thought into this? Do you know?
I'm putting thought into it right now to think what would be scary. Like are
we going for like it shows up and you're scared, or are we doing like badass toughness?
Kind of both, whichever one you go with. I'm thinking some kind of like,
well, because if you're looking for like shock value, like you just want it to like show up and be scared. Like that's like a bat and like a
spider,
but like a big spider,
like a tarantula, like one of them bird catching spiders. Like it caught the bat and mated with it.
Yeah, or like or even just like a spider size, like a bear sized spider.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be scary.
On the other hand, cutest animal, spider-sized bear.
Adorable. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the scariest animal. I'm trying to think of a scary animal I can make with like one cute animal and one scary animal. You know?
Wouldn't that just kind of like lessen the scariness?
Well, yeah, but I'm also just thinking like, what if like an elephant and a fucking scorpion combined?
Yikes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would...
Scary.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like an armored elephant with a tail that could sting you and giant. In my head, the elephant size stays and the scorpion tail just joins it.
I feel like...
And pinchers.
With the...
instead of tusks. Ooh.
Okay, pinchers instead of tusks?
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah. See, that's scary.
Yeah. That is scary. And it would also look crazy.
Cool though, huh?
Like 4 legs or 6 legs?
Ooh. I think 4 still.
4 still?
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like if I had 6, it'd just be too many for an elephant.
Does it still have a trunk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Trunk between the stingers, or the pinchers.
The pinchers?
Yeah. It just holds it up when it wants to pinch.
Nice.
Yeah. Because, like, you know, like, they have tusks down where their little cute mouth is. I love their little mouth. They do that thing. But they have tusks down there, so that's where their pinchers would be, so it would go under their trunk.
Okay, so they could like pass stuff from their pinchers to their trunk to their mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my scary one. I'm trying to think of a cute one.
That's a good scary one. You think bears are like the cutest animals ever? Anyways.
They 100% are.
What if they were fluffier?
Fluffier,
Would that make
how?
them cuter? Like a husky fluffy.
That would be cute. I think if like a black bear or a grizzly bear or a polar bear or a Kodiak bear, any bear, had mixed with like one of those bush babies, the little monkeys with the giant eyeballs and the super fluffy and they look soft. I think if those had a baby, like if bears had bigger eyes and were fluffier, they could do anything.
So just an anime bear.
Nobody would even care if they got mauled. They're like, oh, those bears got them. How cute.
I still think they would care.
I mean, I wouldn't care. I would just hug it. Let me love you.
I think spider-sized bear is a good, cute one.
You just hold it in your hand.
And like a bunch of them.
Jurassic Park, not a spider-sized bear, but a tiny little elephant.
They do the tiny elephant.
Yeah, in the book. I don't know if that happens in the movie. I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
I think it's in like one of the later ones.
Possible.
I don't know. They also do that. They also do that shit in Spy Kids.
Yeah, they do. And they make a whole entire movie out of it in Downsized. Downsized Me? Downsized? Matt Damon? Matt Damon.
Oh, yeah.
It's really tiny.
You always do that voice every time you say Matt Damon.
I didn't know why for the longest time, but then me and Mom looked it up and it's from that stupid America movie.
Yeah.
Team America, whatever. Matt Damon. I like Matt Damon. That voice doesn't seem like I do, but I do. What about your scary one?
My scary one?
Yeah.
If we're going for like shock value.
Has to be, able to compete against my elephant scorpion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're fighting to the death.
We're fighting?
To the death.
Well, I mean, you got an elephant.
Yeah, elephant scorpion. That's because I won in picking first.
Damn it. Okay. Well, what if I did like what if I know. What if I did like trying to think of what's crazy. Like what can I gotta think of something that can bite. What if I did like a snake?
A snaky snake.
Yeah, snaky snake, like a cobra, and like a blue whale.
Whoa, that would be scary.
Because it'd be a snake with fins.
Would it be in line, in water, or on land?
Both. It's amphibious because it's the blue whale. It's a mammal still.
I'm just picturing a freakishly long snake, because if a snake was as big as a whale, it could not slither.
Hugely, yeah, it still could because it's still built like that, the snaky body, but it's got like fins and like a wonky donk's tail.
You know what? Honestly, I thought you were gonna say when you said snake.
What?
I thought you were gonna say a giraffe and a snake, if a giraffe's neck turned into a snake. Ooh. Scary, right?
I feel like it would just all I picture is like a standing up giraffe with like a flopped over snake attached to its shoulders.
I just imagine it swooping, its neck could really go all over the place. I
don't like it. It
could bite you or swallow you whole.
But then it still runs all dumb. Giraffes run so dumb.
I think they're cute. Which wild animal would you want to if you knew that guy? Well, he doesn't know, I guess, but the guy that has the Pride of Lions, he's part of the Pride. What animal would you want to be part of their club?
Okay, just have best friend.
You could be buddies.
Animal,
you're still people, but you can
them.
hang out and pet them and they won't kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows my answer at this point.
Yeah, bears.
Or foxes, but bears.
Foxes are cute.
Polar bears. Ooh.
Yeah.
So big.
That would
I could ride on it like a freaking golden compass.
Yeah. Polar bears are huge.
Huge. Yeah, it'd be bad for me to play with a polar bear. Honestly, it'd be bad for me to play with most bears except for maybe Kodak bears. They're kind of small. I stand next to that picture at the zoo that shows you how big you are. Mm-hmm. But panda bears, I just want to roll around with the panda bears. Roll down a hill with them.
So is your bears a blanket statement?
I think I have to pick one, so it's going to take me a second.
Okay.
It seems not fair to pick a whole entire genre of animals, if you will. A species.
Because you just be mammals.
Yep. Really want to hang out with the mammals.
Yeah, all of them. Let me see. Because it would be... Is your phone on or is my phone on?
I think it's you.
I thought I turned it off.
I don't have no messages, so it's definitely you.
Okay. Oh, yeah. This is fucking going off.
God, you're annoying. Over there.
I turned everything down.
Blinging. Jeez. It's too popular.
I'm sorry. I'm professional. Group chats.
I hate them. The worst. The worst of all the chats is group chats.
What happened was I had turned my ringer down, but it's a Facebook chat, so it was going through
I just do the vibrate.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, we've been so rudely interrupted.
What?
No, we've been so rudely interrupted.
Now you know. I think, because at that point you'd be going with like, what's the most impressive?
To have a gang around you.
Yeah, because like if you were like, oh, I hang around all these fish.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
They made a whole entire comic book out of it.
Yeah, and everyone says he's the worst.
I mean, this movie's the worst, that's for sure. Are you for real right now?
Dude, I turned everything off on my phone.
Who's calling you?
There. Jesus, that was weird. I turned everything off and it still was going.
Gonna put it on vibrate, bro.
I did.
Don't believe you.
I did.
So, what animal? I think I've decided on panda bears.
Just because they're so cute and cuddly?
I just want to roll around with the panda bears. They're so cute.
I think if in this situation, like, you can also keep up,
yeah,
then like hanging out with antelope would be crazy.
Yeah. Or like those freaking goats that climb up mountains.
Yeah, if you could keep up,
yeah,
then that would be cool.
We're just assuming you're people. You're just regular people.
Just regular people.
Like you could be like really in shape, but like you're just people. Can't jump like an antelope.
Yeah.
Or like an impala.
Because that would be cool. Like if you just like run that fast and just like run in a herd like that, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But as far as like hanging out with like dope animals, I feel like it would have to be something that's in a group because that would be the most fun. Like, cause you don't want to hang out with like a tiger and just be like,
pandas are just alone.
This is my one tiger. That's true.
I feel like most bears don't hang out in like groups unless they have babies.
Yeah.
But they're loners.
And
I'm a loner.
And also having like a pet tiger would be awesome.
Little Mike Tyson of you.
It was still awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. I get to be like the best boxer in history.
You bit someone's ear off.
Yeah. And it was crazy.
It was gross.
Poor Evander. I think just being able to walk up to like gorillas.
That'd be rad. Gorillas are cool, and they live in families. They'd accept you.
Yeah, like
the problem with the bears is being accepted by them.
Yeah, like what's her name? Jane Goodall.
She's a fucking bad
dude. She's love Jane badass.
She's amazing. Monkeys and gorillas and the chimpanzees. She loves chimpanzees.
Yeah,
I love Jane Goodall. I used to read a lot about her when I was younger, and I was obsessed with the Animal Planet. And I wanted to be like a veterinarian or a zoologist.
You still kind of want to be a veterinarian.
Yeah, I ain't got no money for that.
No money, and you've got to deal with like sad, sick animals all the time. That's your job.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that would bother me really. I mean, it'd be like sad, obviously, because I'm a human and I have a heart. But like, I don't think it'd be like an end all, because you got to help them more of the time.
That's true.
Be their friends.
Friends.
But yeah, so those are my random questions for today. I did have another random question, but it's not anything to do with this, so it seems like a random.
It's even more random?
It's extra random.
Nice.
I mean, my questions are all very, very random, but it's exceptionally random since I've been talking about animals, and this is just nothing to do with animals.
I mean, what is it?
I was just going to ask you, because I was thinking about it already, what you thought like the sexiest part of the human body was. That's not sexy, like sexual.
Oh,
like not boobies or butts or hoo-hoos.
Not private parts.
Yes. Well, I mean, butts is not private parts.
Oh, but it's a traditionally sexy part that people find attractive.
So like
I feel you.
something that's like not traditional in the sexy sphere.
Yeah.
You know, like some people are like feet.
Oh, yeah. I don't get that so much, but
what's your fetish?
My fetish? I don't know that I have like a body part fetish, but like I think like the part on your legs that like meets your torso, like that hip area. It's like that kind of like flat part where you're like where your legs meet your hips. I feel like
where your underwear line would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's sexy.
If you're a lady or if you wear like small cut underwear, it's not boxers, obviously. Yeah. I feel you.
I just think it's kind of cool how your legs meet your body.
Smooth. It's probably very sensitive because it gets touched a lot.
Yeah. I mean, more than like poking yourself in the arm.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I feel you. Like, just nice, smooth, expansive skin.
Yeah. Like right below your pant line.
I feel you.
What about you?
Backs. Backs are where it's at. I love a good back.
You're into sexy backs.
I am. Doesn't even have to be very strong, just like nice looking. I don't know. When I was a massage therapist, I was like, dang, that's a nice back. Guy or lady. I don't really care. It just has like nice, the erector spinae, the muscles right along the spine. Yeah. If those are nice and like just like a little bit elevated or just like it dips in perfectly at the spine, it's just very, I don't know, like how it's lined is like sensual to me. I just think it's pretty.
So the erector spinae would make your spinae erect?
If I had a spinae to erect. Yeah.
Yeah. Who has one of those?
Don't know. What's your next one? Do you have other ones?
Oh,
because I have a lot. Most of the body, really.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Well, because you just always, like when you...
I just like people.
When you did your anatomy class...
I hate people, but I like to look at people.
Yeah. When you did your anatomy class for massage school, you came home from like your first day and you were like... You're amazing. I'm amazing. The fact that we're alive is amazing.
Yeah.
Like everything works in harmony and you just like went through all this different stuff.
Bodies are crazy. Muscles are crazy. Brains are insane.
Dude, brains are wonky bonky, cuckoo caca insano.
Totally wonky doodles.
Wonky doodles.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Like how it works and... Like the fact that we know more about almost everything else in the world than like how our brains work.
It's like brains, oceans, and outer space. Those are the things we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just crazy. I don't know. Whenever I think about it too much, I'm like, whoa, I can't. And just like gets me going. I just start to think about all the things that is just like crazy that humans can do. Like reflexes. Mm-hmm. Reflexes are insane.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think about it, and my hand's just catching something.
Well, I mean, like, have you ever heard somebody, like, say, like, according to physics, like, the fact that people hit baseballs going almost 100 miles an hour in MLB should be impossible. You
just know where to put the bat.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to process where the ball's going when it's going that fast and it's such a small target.
Yeah.
But your brain figures it out.
Nobody told our brains they couldn't.
And then on top of that, like the pitchers in baseball spin the ball in the air, like, and make it go all crazy. It's nuts.
It's crazy. People are crazy. It's too bad they suck most of the time.
Yeah. I mean,
bodies are crazy.
Bodies are crazy.
The fact that we're all alive. Like the statistics about like how like the odds of like you being born, it's just like crazy pants to think about.
Oh yeah.
So such a small chance.
It's like 1 in a
Googleplex.
couple hundred trillion, like.
Yeah. I don't know. I was watching some video and they're talking about it and they were saying it's like if there was like 100,000 people in like a certain area and everybody like rolled the dice and everybody got the exact same number, like that's the odds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, because also we're the only place that we know about that has any sort of life.
Yeah. Which, like, honestly, people that think that there's not life out there is just like, it seems like mighty full of yourself.
There's got to be something else, you know.
The world, I feel like the people that think that don't comprehend that the universe is literally endless. There's so much more to it than our universe.
At least it's beyond our comprehension of how big it is.
Big. Like whenever I see those pictures of like how tiny Earth is and like the grand scheme of like our galaxy, it's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
We mean nothing. You know? Anything that's bothering us is so small in the scheme of the universe.
I mean, anything that's bothering us in the scheme of life, the city that you're in usually doesn't matter.
I mean, you know, some people it does.
A couple people, but like if I'm having a bad day,
odds are someone's having it worse.
Yeah, my neighbor doesn't care.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm having a good day, also still doesn't care.
No one cares.
Unless I'm going out and affecting.
That was advice I got at my old job. They were like, the thing you have to remember if somebody's like screaming at you or upset with you is they don't care about you.
Yeah.
You don't matter to them. And like it helps when you think about things like that. When like if you're at work and someone's yelling at you or whatever, it's like, it's not you.
No.
That's the problem.
Well,
I mean, sometimes I guess it could be, but like honestly, it's probably them just having a shitty day.
And to bring it up in case we have some people who don't know us personally or haven't listened to the show previously. Shout out to our one listener in Germany and one in the Netherlands. Fuck yeah. I fucking love you guys.
If you guys are still listening. Yeah. It wasn't just a one-off. Please be listening.
If you listen back, we love you.
The Netherlands is awesome. So is Germany, actually. We've been both those places.
We've been to both those places and it kicks ass.
Super cool.
Uh-huh. I do want to go back to Germany.
Yeah, we didn't give it enough time.
Give Germany another chance. And I also want to go back to the Netherlands because it fucking rocks. Because
it's rad.
Yeah.
We want to give Germany a proper chance and not just be there for a concert and to bail.
I really do. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to you guys. If you're follow up on that. Faith's last job was, well, I guess job before last. The one that she's talking about was being a 911 call taker.
Yeah.
And
that's what I did for 3 years. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
I was thinking about that today a little bit because right now I'm on the phones a lot, so I'm wearing a headset again, so it kind of like brings back the memories. And like whenever a headset's on, really, if I leave a message for anybody, I always almost say like, this is 911. We just received a call from this number. Or like I start to leave like the city's non-emergency number. It's like automatically.
Yeah, don't do that.
Used to it.
Don't
no, I
do
don't.
That. You're
I always
freak
almost
somebody out.
Want to say like answering the phone today. Every time I was answering it, I was like, don't say the thing. Don't say it. So I was thinking about it a little bit, and I was just thinking, like it's up for debate a lot these days. I've noticed because like Texas just finally classified 911 dispatchers and call takers as first responders. They're the first place to do it.
Which is
because they were classified as secretaries.
Yeah, you're definitely. Granted, it's definitely a different type.
But you're responding first.
Responder? Yeah.
How is the first responder supposed to get there if they don't call 911?
Yeah. But I'm saying it's a different kind of first responder. You don't, although like you don't see it personally, you hear about it, you still have to deal with it.
And then like everything. I think like people also say that you can't get PTSD in that field. And like I'm not saying I have PTSD, but like, I heard people screaming and crying for their child they found dead, or their parents they found dead, or someone had run over a kid, and you hear all these stuff, but you're just supposed to like hang up and move on.
Yeah.
I talked to a guy who had just tried to kill himself and it didn't work.
Yeah.
And people find their babies not breathing or whatever, and I had people whose kid had like killed themselves in their house when they were there. And they just like heard it happen. Mm-hmm. So it's like these types of things like people don't think about, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, they just don't think about 911.
Yeah, it's always like whenever somebody finds out about like you working there,
Yeah.
and they every single time go, what's the craziest call you ever had? And I just smile because I know they think you're going to go for like something crazy, but you're like, I mean, I hear people die all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot sadder than anyone ever expects.
Like people, especially when I first started that job, it was like a mix. Like half people were like, yeah, I tell people that this is what I do. The other half were like, no, I just say I work for the city in communications. And they usually stop asking questions after that because it sounds boring. Mm-hmm. And I eventually, like, if it wasn't people I know, it's just like, yeah, I work for the city.
I mean, it's easier if you don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's easier that way. Because, I mean, it's true. Like, I don't know, when people say they want to hear about the craziest call, do they want to hear about, you know, somebody's house being broken into, like, while they were home? Or do they want to hear about, you know, somebody trying to kill themselves and me having to listen to that? Mm-hmm. Or, you know, somebody actually killing themselves and me having somebody witness it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I don't know what people think is crazy, because to me it's clearly something different. The things that bothered me are things that don't bother everybody. That's just how it is there. But yeah, did that for 3 years. It was a lot of stress, a lot of hours, a lot of anxiety on my part. As you guys know, I have that, something fierce, and I am good at worrying. Worry about everything. Worry about things I don't need to worry about.
Yep.
And stress. Stress is my friend.
Well,
it's not the friend I want. It's like that friend that forces itself on you, you know, and you're like, can you please stop hanging out with me? But they won't. We've all had that friend.
Definitely.
That's what stress is to me. Yeah. It's just always there. It's clingy. It's clingy bitch.
That's true.
It's that girlfriend you wish would break up. Yeah. They just don't.
But now you have a much easier job.
Now I'm happier. Back. I mean, yeah, I was stubborn because it took so long to get that job, and I wanted to make people proud, and I wanted to prove that I could do it, because there was people that were like, she's not gonna be able to do it. So I did it for 3 years, and honestly that was 2.5 years longer than I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, at first you were kind of like, I just want to get through my probation period, which was the longest probation period ever.
Yeah, 1.5 years.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
1.5 years long probation. Most jobs it's like
6 months.
Maybe even 3 months.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I mean, it's different everywhere, obviously. And there's, you know, people out there, you know, fucking badass heroes that do it for their entire career. And they're amazing, and they can handle it, and they're just incredible, and they're the people that we need to have those jobs. And then there's people like me and others that can do it for a short amount of time, but not for a long amount of time. And there's people that work there sometimes for a short period of time, and you're like, how did you even get this job? Like, how are you here doing this? Like, you're just not good. And I wouldn't want you to be the person to answer the phone if I was having an emergency.
Yeah, it's with jobs like that, it sucks because there's such a huge learning curve. There's so much to go off of, and like you do have like an excessive training period that you go through.
Yeah.
Well, not excessive, but it's
the right amount.
Extended training compared to most jobs. There's a lot of it, but there's so much that you have to remember, so much policy, and then there's like a lot of gray area.
Yeah.
Because they can't just define every situation ever.
It's impossible.
And say exactly how to respond to it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like the plus side with me, because like a lot of people that know me and know like my anxiety issues and my stress problems are like, why did you even apply for that job? And like, I just wanted to help people, and I thought it'd be interesting and like ever changing. Like I wouldn't get used to it or I'd get bored like I usually do at jobs. But I'm really good at putting on a face like I'm fine.
Yeah.
And sounding like I'm fine. So like somebody, you know, answer the phone and somebody says like, oh my God, my friend just got shot. I'm like, okay, what's the address? You know, like I can remain calm in those situations, even though, you know, like my heart starts racing and my throat feels like it's closing up and my hands get all sweaty and like I feel like I'm on fire, but I can pretend I'm not, which I think is, you know, part of what makes people at that job good is like you still have to understand that these are real people. You can't like ignore that it's a real problem and a real emergency, and like you can't completely detach yourself from it because then you're not going to be good at your job, but also you can't be involved.
It's such a weird balance that they ask you to have.
Yeah.
Like, because they're like, you can't attach yourself. because you have to move on at the end of the call.
At the end of the call, you have to answer another one.
Yeah, you have to just be able to detach yourself. Yeah. And I like how I've heard you describe it, and people have described it to you when you started getting your training and everything, where it's like you would talk to people on the worst day of their lives, and then you would hang up the phone and you would talk to the next person on the worst day of their lives. Yeah. And it was wonky bonkies, but you also can't completely detach yourself from the situation, because then you won't have the insight to see how
it's affecting
the proper way to respond is.
Yeah. I mean, I literally had a night where back to back I got calls of people saying that their infant wasn't breathing. Yeah. So it's like literally the worst day of those two people's lives. I got back to back, and it was complete opposites. One was completely calm and one was screaming their head off. It's just interesting too sometimes when you think about that dynamic. Some people are completely calm the whole time, and then they're like, oh yeah, my mom's dead. And these other people are like, oh my God, I just got in a car accident in the parking lot. Yeah. And you're like, holy crap, can you not?
No,
be like that right now.
It's weird.
But like people, emergencies are different to everybody.
Yeah, it's weird how shock affects the body. Yeah. Like you have no control over it. Like in an intense situation, like you
don't ever know how you're going to respond. People always think they're going to know. You don't.
No, yeah. Well, and you can respond differently each time.
Yeah.
The only time that you really like know how you're going to react is like when you get put through it so many times.
Yeah.
That's
why there's training.
That's why boot camp is so intense. Like,
yeah. Willie's little paw came under the door. It was cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She likes to say hi.
Our cat likes to stick her paw under the door. We keep it closed so that
she's not jingling all over the place.
And it's not like rubbing up against the mics and stuff.
She needs love.
She's a lovey kitty.
She is.
But we have to keep the dog in here, otherwise she'll scratch at the door.
And cry loudly.
Because she loves Faith and needs to be within 5 feet of her at all times.
She has separation issues.
She does. Bad.
Yeah. It's cute.
So when you were telling all of that stuff, I thought of a thing. Do you think that cops have like that phone thing that you have, but with like knocking on doors?
Maybe.
Where they're like, police, damn
Probably.
It, this is my friend's house.
Probably. A lot of my coworkers, or my old coworkers, I guess I always call them my coworkers because they were for so long, but my old coworkers would say that they would like be at home and answer their phone like Eugene Police and Fire.
They're like, shit, did I call 911?
What's the address of the emergency? And they'd be like, oh, I only did that once, and it was after working a 15-hour shift, and Becca just started laughing at me. She was like, I only got most of the way. I said, Eugene Police, hi.
Nice. I also work a job where I talk on phones all the time, but I don't think I've ever once
accidentally answered the phone like
that. Answered the phone that way.
Even like today was the first day I actually answered some calls at my work, and I kept trying to because I'm used to in the 911 center, the phone is on one of the computer screens, and I kept trying to move my mouse over to answer the phone on my current. Oh. And it's an actual phone.
Weird.
I kept trying to, I was like, wait, why am I trying to move my I just fell into old habits that I haven't, because I stopped that job 6 months ago. So I fell into habits I haven't had.
Has it only been 6 months?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Doesn't it seem so much longer?
It seems so much longer, but I think that's because...
I think it was 7 months actually, but...
You're so much less stressed out. You've been able to do so much.
Yeah. Honestly, I could hardly leave the house on my days off before. I just needed to relax and unwind for 3 days before I went back.
Yeah.
Even coworkers I've seen, or my old coworkers I've seen since leaving that job are like, you look so much happier. You're making me want to quit this job. And I'm like, well.
Which, it sucks because your coworkers that you work with are legit great at their jobs.
Yeah.
But
I can get it. People said I was good at my job. I didn't feel like I was ever good at that job, but I didn't get fired. So I was good enough. And just because you're good at something doesn't mean you like it.
Yeah. And Faith is single-handedly reducing the amount of 911 call takers in the Eugene area.
I was not the first of my group to leave, and I was the last of my group to leave, but I will not be the last to leave that job. That's for damn
Dude,
sure.
The turnover on that job is crazy.
Insanity. The training's a lot, and then people have these like epiphanous moments where they realize they could literally kill someone and they can't do it anymore, or they just suck, or they can never learn, or they're not good at typing and talking at the same time, or split ear listening, or getting the actual details.
I'm the worst at that. I can't split ear listen or type and talk at the same time.
I could type, talk, and listen.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes.
You're good at it.
Sometimes not. But sometimes you type some crazy stuff because you think you're typing what you're supposed to be typing, but you're typing what you're hearing, and it's not great. But typos are cool, especially when it's stuck there forever as a document.
Yeah.
No going back on that. But they are true heroes over there. All the 911 people out in the world.
Crazy pants.
Saving lives. The first responders, that gold line.
Yeah, if you guys are
They're
listening.
Kicking ass.
Yeah, shout out. You guys keep killing it.
Yeah, kicking ass, taking names, keep on being sleep deprived and getting paid.
Yeah. Also, by the way, if I was a cop, I would totally knock on all my friends' doors.
And say you're police.
Police! All the time.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
I like that you looked over at Tonks to see if she was going to freak out.
I thought she was going to be rude about
noise.
that.
She didn't do it the last time I did it, so I figured I was safe.
Yeah, we never know. She's crazy.
Just with knocking.
She's wonky monkeys.
And licking the floor.
She loves to lick the floor. It's really, really very strange.
Yeah.
Any floor, really. Doesn't have to be any particular floor, but I think her favorite floor is the bathroom.
That's just gross.
It's weird. Or the kitchen. Really, anything that probably has a weird taste.
The kitchen makes more sense.
Because of oils.
Because oil and, spilling something or whatever.
Yeah. It does make more sense. I agree. The bathroom's just gross.
Yeah. Anything you spill in the bathroom is just nasty.
Could be water from getting out of the shower, because she licks us when we get out of the shower.
That is weird. She licks legs.
She's cute.
But
my throat hurts.
Oh yeah, Faith's sick, so she's powering through this for you guys.
I am.
Yeah. You did the majority of the talking in this episode too.
You posted me, you asked me a question I couldn't not talk about for the last however long.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying your throat hurts and you powered through it for the fans, for the listeners.
For those few people that keep returning. Spread the word.
Dude. We're up to a couple hundred downloads already.
Thank
We've only had 4 episodes. You guys keep listening. Keep kicking ass. Keep sharing us.
Yeah, pass the word on. As I posted earlier, if you guys saw, friends, families, acquaintances, enemies, strangers, we don't care. Pass the word.
Yeah, man, we're accepting
are
all listeners.
I hate all people equally.
Except for our listeners. We love you.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't tell the listeners you hate them. That's a terrible.
I'm being honest. I love some of the listeners. Hi, mom and dad and sisters, siblings,
and
friends.
And the listeners in Germany and the Netherlands.
Yes, we love you guys also.
And the rest of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I love you from afar.
Okay, Faith, just kicking everybody out. Jeez.
That's how I roll.
All right.
Honest to a fault.
All right, guys. Well, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook
and Twitter.
We
just started Twitter.
We're on the Tweeter.
We're at You're a Podcast everywhere,
except for Facebook.
You're a podcast. But did ask me what tag I wanted it, and I put at You're a Podcast because, how sometimes, I don't know if you notice this on Facebook, if you tag someone in a status, you can put the at sign and it'll change it to their name after. So you could at us on Facebook.
All right.
Probably because they own Twitter.
Does Facebook own Twitter?
Not Twitter, Instagram.
Okay. I was going to say, I thought Twitter was still its own thing. That's a pretty serious monopoly if they own Twitter too.
That would be.
But, add us on all of those. Let us know what you think. You can email us at yourapodcast@yahoo.com. Yep. Let us know what you think. If you have ideas, suggestions, you just want to give us some feedback. Comments. If you're our German or Netherlands listener, just hit us up.
Yeah,
we want to talk to you.
Love. I like to chat. And you can find me at I Wish I Could Tag Faith on Instagram.
And I'm at Austin J. Kassler, and that's just Austin, the letter J, Kassler. And we're Keep listening back. Share us around. We love your faces. And you're a podcast.